Cut across to our guests who are joining us on the broadcast. We have Professor Kapil Kumar, he's a political analyst, also Professor Sangeet Ragi, political analyst, Sunaina Hawley, she is a social activist, and Kapil Sankla, he's an advocate, Supreme Court. Sunaina, if I can come to you, because today is that moment when Arnab supporters and Arnab's critics stand united. They're all speaking in one voice that what has happened is a sheer misuse of the state's powers, and Arnab's critics may not be in agreement with his ideologies, with his opinions, with his style of journalism, but today they are also coming out and saying that what has happened is unfair towards Arnab.
It's Arnab today, it could be anybody of us tomorrow. I am one of the victims. But then what Mumbai police is doing is absolutely wrong. It's getting played in the hands of political masters, which is absolutely unfair. And it's visible. Because see, in last 70 years, Mumbai police has not behaved like this, which it is behaving in last 7 months. The atrocities are unstoppable. There is no end to it. I knew this is coming Arnab's way. He was their prime target. They wanted to show their power by putting him behind the bars. And this, even people can see. People are not blind, they are not fools, they will notice everything what is going on.
Absolutely.
One case after another, there is no stopping. How many false cases? And then they thought, okay, fine, this is an open case. I mean, not an open case, it's a closed case, but his name was registered in that case. It was in 2018, closed by the court, and then it is reopened without a court order. I mean, what levels are you stooping down? It's highly questionable, and this government is absolutely fascist. There is no other government which has behaved this way. It's a trio, NCP, Congress, Shiv Sena. It's a goon government. It's not a government for people, for their good. It is to
very
torture,
true. Because Professor Kapil Kumar, if I can also bring you in to the point that Sunaina is making, this is not restricted to the state of Maharashtra anymore. You see how people are spilling on the streets. This is becoming about cities and states across the nation. And the political message that the Maharashtra government is sending out to the entire nation. Because this is the common man speaking out. This is the common man supporting Arnab. And he is saying you can't muzzle our voices like this. You can't press Arnab like this.
See, let me make 2-3 points very clear. One is that last 2 days we have had enough of this, that this is emergency, this is stronger than emergency, this and that. What they are doing it. Their aim was to humiliate Arnab, they have done it. Now the question here is for us, what do we do and what do we act? A time has come when we have to move from words and we have to move into action. Public protest is one action which the public is doing. But I am raising a very fundamental question to the constitutional experts in this country, that if the office of governor in a state is such toothless and useless that the highest office in the state cannot summon a police commissioner and tell him that what you are doing is unconstitutional, then let us abolish this governor's office in this state. Why keep this British legacy in the state? Second point. To save constitution in this country, the responsibility lies with the Supreme Court and the responsibility lies with the President of India. And no state has the right, they have the right to administer and run, but no state has the right to kill the fundamental liberties given by the Constitution. And if a state has done that, it is duty of the President to disband that government immediately, because they have violated the Constitution of the state. Why is the President of India afraid of this?
And sir, the point that you are making is a growing demand. This is a question that so many in the country are asking. In fact, the governor has also been approached and action is being sought. And also the fact that, Professor Sangeet Ragi, if I can bring you in, the sentiment is out there. And the pattern of the events, if we see over the last few months, of the stories that Republic Media Network put out, and obviously certain sections that clearly had a problem with it, and the lapses in the investigation, be it of the police force or several lapses on the part of the Maharashtra government that were also highlighted by the Republic Media Network. But now to go on to build cases against Republic Media Network or Arnab, to target journalists like this, to straight away target Arnab in the manner in which it was done. What is happening?
Whatever has happened with Republic Media in last couple of months, it's a display of brute force. Maharashtra government is acting as a totalitarian state, and Uddhav Thackeray is really a disgrace to democracy in all sense of terms. But my fundamental question is with the judiciary. When you know it very well that the principle of the natural justice has been violated in this case, a person has been not summoned, a person has been summarily booked in a case, and police have barged into his residence, police have barged into the personal space of the individual without notice. This is a disgrace to the Constitution. This is the utter violation. It is a criminal violation of the simple judicial procedure. And despite you are holding the person, a senior journalist, in judicial custody, it's a slap on the judiciary itself. I am aghast to know, it is simply ununderstandable that how a person can be held. We
won't raise questions against the judiciary and we'll let the courts do their job. But Sangeet Ragi, point remains that what the people are feeling and how they are coming out in support of Arnab, that is out there. Kapil Sankla, if I can bring you in, because tomorrow at 3 p.m. is when the Bombay High Court will hear both the sides. But people are running out of patience, and we are talking about how the country is feeling, what the ground sentiment is. Release Arnab, that's the one demand that is coming in commonly.
It is not just about release Arnab. It is about police atrocities, about police treating somebody like a mafia, like a criminal, like an organized crime head, by barging into his house, by shaming him, by making videos and releasing videos. It is a much larger issue. And we have to respect the fact that, they can't muzzle your voice. But today it's about Arnab. Tomorrow it could be about any other journalist who speaks against a state or against a politician. And therefore, and I've said this to a lot of my friends who are in the media, that you might not agree with Arnab, but you have to agree with the fact that police have today used their powers, misused their powers, and tomorrow it could be you. The powers that we may join against you and arrest you and shame you in front of your family, in front of your child. And therefore, it is time for us to unite, because it is not just about Mumbai police. It's about police force everywhere. And you have to look at the larger perspective, that if they can do it to a journalist, a media personality, a celebrity like Arnab, they can do it to any person, and they're already doing it. And we have to therefore take cognizance of this fact.
Very true. And this is the time that the entire press, the entire media must understand the importance of what is happening and why it is so necessary for everyone to stand united and speak. On that note, I'm requesting all our guests to stay with us. Let's take a look at when Arnab had spoken while all this had been happening and the little glimpses we've been able to get of him.